The rain had just started falling, soft and steady, as Mark pulled his threadbare jacket tighter around his shoulders and adjusted the umbrella over his daughter, Lily. She was 7, clutching her teddy bear like it was the only thing left in the world that still made sense. They stood outside the bakery window, watching the warm glow inside and the shelves lined with fresh bread and pastries. His stomach growled, but he smiled down at her anyway. "Daddy, can we get the cinnamon rolls again someday?" she asked. Quietly. "Of course, baby," he said, even though he had no idea. When that day would come, Mark was a single father doing his best after losing his wife to cancer 2 years ago. His job as a night janitor barely covered rent and Lily's school supplies. That day, he had exactly one $20 bill left. It was supposed to stretch for the rest of the week. As he checked his wallet again, his eyes caught movement near the bench across the street. A young man, early 20s maybe, sat shivering under the awning of a closed pharmacy. His face was pale, his clothes soaked through. People passed him without so much as a glance. Mark didn't think. He looked at Lily, kissed her forehead, and said, "Wait here a second." He crossed the street, walked up to the stranger, and handed him the $20. The man blinked. "Are you sure?" "You look like you need it more than we do," Mark said gently. "Buy something warm to eat. Maybe find a place to rest." The man stood, his eyes filled with something deeper than just gratitude. "Thank you," he whispered. Mark smiled faintly. "Take care, kid." He walked back to Lily and they continued home, soaked but holding hands tightly. That night, he skipped dinner, letting Lily eat what was left in the fridge. 3 days passed. It was Thursday afternoon, and Mark had just picked Lily up from school. They were walking past a small cafe they had never entered before when a voice called out, "Sir, hey, excuse me." Mark turned and saw a well-dressed man jogging toward him. It took a second to recognize the young man from that rainy night only. Now he was clean, wearing a barista apron and holding 2 steaming cups. You gave me your last bill, didn't you?" Mark blinked. Yeah, I think so." "I got the job the next morning," the young man said, handing one of the cups to Mark and another to Lily. "I bought coffee that night, warmed up, and asked for work here. The manager gave me a shot. I've been saving your face ever since. Hoping you'd pass by again." Mark chuckled in disbelief. "That's incredible." "No," the young man said seriously. "What you did was incredible. You changed everything for me. And now—" He reached into his pocket and pulled out a small envelope. "This is for you." Mark opened it slowly. Inside was a handwritten note. "Because of your kindness, I have a chance. Let me return it in small ways until I can do big ones." And beneath the note, a $100 bill. "I can't take this," Mark whispered. "You must," the young man said, eyes gleaming. "It's not charity. It's gratitude. You saved me." Lily looked up and smiled. "Does this mean we can get cinnamon rolls now?" The young man laughed. "On the house, forever." That day, the world felt warmer. Not because of the coffee or the cinnamon rolls, but because kindness, no matter how small, always finds a way back.